Okay, microphone test. 1 1 1 1 2. All good. Audio good. Probably need to move this overlay at some point. Let's just jump into the game and get that sorted. About there, maybe. Is that good? That looks alright. Might be a little bit off to the left, just ever so slightly. Okay, cool. Right. So I think we are. Oh, what's going on? Come on, piece of shit. Right, I think we're good to go. So, hi, hello, good afternoon, and welcome to today's, second live stream, Duonic. We're just putting a couple of hours into Bloodborne. I'm a bit bored, my back's hurting, and I don't really have anything else to do, so we're just having a chill Bloodborne session. And no worries, Demonic, I will still be here when you get back. I'm running out of blood vials for some reason. So, what did we do last time with this character? I think we beat Bloodstarved Beast. So, up and around to the gates, maybe? Yeah. I don't know, knowing me though, things can go very wrong very fast. But yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Oh, 10. Oh, as if I whiffed. Yeah. Yeah. Dagger's not the best thing to use there. Careful. He might cut your head off. Probably thinking, look at that white girl. Shit, die. Honestly, you need to keep your wits about you, demonic. It can fucking happen to anyone at any time, genuinely. And the more vulnerable you are, the more likely it is to happen. Watched security cam footage earlier on of one following an old woman into a church, and then wrapping the chain from the big doors around the neck and just leaving her there to hang. Every day, every goddamn day, it's happening. Where am I going? Am I just running around in circles like a fucking balloonhead? Alrighty, we got our first usable tool. So we need to start putting points into Arcane at some point to be able to use it. Something I should have really been doing. Hey Goobs, you alright, Mr. Man? Oh, are you getting fat again? Oh, he's a chunky monkey. You still got your head, demonic. Oh no! I'm alright. Character's built like a cat, it's fine. Oh! Didn't buffer that one. Take. Oh, fidget. This dog's gonna get on my tits, I can feel it. It's already spazzing out. Oh! died yet on this character? I wish this game had a death counter. Oh, these Souls games had like an inbuilt death counter. Blip, blop, blip, blop. Hello, Jordan. Nice to see you again for the second time today. We're just chilling, running through Bloodborne, mate. No stress, all sweat today. But I actually felt that got me for a second. No, there's no experimental build. You'll like this one, mate. Pure dex, pure skill build for this one. The one of two viable builds that this game has. I don't think I've died yet either, so everything's going pretty well. Bob, have I got my monocular? I've already been that way. We are using the Blades of Mercy and the Burial Blade, which we definitely 100% got legitimately. I may have made a quick trip down into the FRC Chalice dungeons. No, I fucking cheated him in. I'm not waiting until fucking end game to pick those weapons up, you know what I mean? Just using garbage until then.
Oh my, what a queer scent.
You home? Hey, good. Still got your head?
Take it over the stench of blood and beasts any day.
He's not followed you home, has he?
Is it then? I wouldn't. Oh, thank God.
Good. Good.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Right. She's done. Can't save him yet. Because I need to go and re-speak to... Huh? Oh, there. Guy's not doing... Oh. What's going on? No one's doing anything they're supposed to be doing. Yeah. You got a problem there, so... Ugh. Shit. Oh! Why do these... God, these weapons whiff so much. Right. It's not the final fit, but this is what we're going to be running with for a while. Good. Good idea. Good instinct. Over here. Ah, you're alright, lad. I can't see what I'm doing because Miyazaki can't fucking design a camera. For fuck's sake. so with what we're gonna do now? Channel Lane, Hemwick. What? Why is this guy all of a sudden not doing his usual? Don't these guys usually have like a bit of an introductory taunt? I'm gonna go and deal with these idiots first. Actually, no, I'm gonna go and do Hemwick Channel Lane first. Because those guys are pretty tough. I need to upgrade my weapon before I deal with them. Whoa! Who's shooting? Any of those Molotovs left? No. Damn it. Oh! Honestly, just a little bit of phantom range would make these games so much more playable. This probably isn't going to work as well as I'd like it to. No, yeah, I fucking knew. I think that's the first death on this character. I fucking knew that were gonna go wrong. Ugh. Gonna go and do a quick to-do before I go and grab my souls.
Oh, you tell this well. If you please.
Still playing Power Wash. Why don't you go and get a job as a Power Wash? And that way, at least you'd be being paid for working, you know what I mean? I'm thinking of going making myself another milkshake, you know. I want to go make myself a brownie milkshake. Because you get sacked. All right, yeah. Yeah, fair enough. Drawing windmills on things and stuff. Yeah, no, that's probably a good idea, actually.
I'd like to go. Oh, God.
Right, so where did I leave my souls? Emwick. Fuck. I'll run all the way back there. I also need to go and rescue the old man. So we've got a lot of running to do. It's dying. Oi, right, you have had enough of your bollocks.
What's this? Alright. Yeah.
Alright, he's safe. So back to Hemwick, and let's not fuck it up. Oh, everybody's had the weapons upgraded. I must have found some insight at some point. Can't believe I died. Can't believe I died to the gun dudes. So lame. Definitely a skill issue. Oh! Alright, these blades and Ursa, you know, they've got some cool attacks on them. I just wish they had a tad bit more range. But then again, that's... Oh, dead spot on my controller. Why does he do that? There. See it? How it slows down. When I move left, it just fucking she just stops. It's so annoying. Oh, why have I just taken a beast blood pellet? Why did I do that? Nah, every now and again when she's walking to the left, or like running to the left, she'll just start walking instead of running. You know what I mean? I think I've got a dead zone issue with my controller. Sony strikes again with the disposable, planned obsolescent hardware. But you just fucking love it. This guy taking a piss. See, that just shows how uneducated you are, Demonic. Because I have PlayStation 2 controllers that don't. Yeah, I've had PlayStation controllers in a box for fucking 20, near enough 30 years that don't have dead zone issues. So no, all controllers don't do it eventually. It is absolutely planned obsolescence because the thing is, PlayStation make their PlayStations at a loss. And oh my god, this is just not working. Yeah, what am I stuck on? It's this fucking bush. Oh. Miyazaki strikes again. What was I saying? But yeah, no, just shit's gone shit, you know what I mean? I barely even used this fucking PlayStation controller since I've got it. It's lucky I've got 2 spares, in it? In storage. And also 2 Xbox 360 controllers. To be fair though, it only really seems to be this game. Like, I didn't have a problem with it on Resident Evil 4, so you know what I mean? It might just be something to do with the emulator, like reading my controller wrong or something. I don't know. Let me have a quick look. Let me have a nosy. Controllers. What have we got? Minimum dead zone, max dead zone. Let's just turn that up a little bit, and let's just turn that down a little bit and see if that helps. So we've got a min dead zone and a max dead zone here. Let's see if this works. Okay. There. Look. You see? And if you look on the actual controller as well, you see how it's bumping? Can you see how it bumps? Huh? Fucking wank, these controllers. Fucking shit, Sony garbage, rubbish. There we go. I'm fucking pushing it in. I'm pushing the fucking thing in. Fucking wank piece of shit. Fuck Sony, man. I'm fucking sick of shit controllers. Sorry, I was just punching the shit out of my controller then. I'm fucking sick of scammers. I'm fucking sick of multi-billion-dollar corporations that just do nothing but fucking scam you. You know what I mean? What is the PS5 but a scam? Sorry if you're in chat, Jordan. I'm not singling you out, but fuck me, like, you know, it's got like one game that's any good. What is that fucking dog doing? What the dog doing? This game's wacky. Tree dog. He's trying. Poor thing. But yeah, that's so annoying that. But I don't think it's the emulator. Actually, I actually think it's my controller. I have a dead zone issue in my controller, and it's very upsetting. But it's okay because this is why I bought all these fucking spare controllers and got them in my storage, because I know controllers are shit. So. Alright, let's go and spend these souls. I've got a funny feeling the game's going to crash in a minute. Oh yeah, I've got a mod on that increases all the durability on the weapons. That would have made the arcane build a little bit easier to deal with. I've been fiddling with things with Bloodborne. You might see something soon. But I can't promise anything because I've got like 5 different projects on the run at the minute, and Bloodborne's like the least prioritized one. But that is evidence of me changing changing things with the game. I accidentally changed my base game files though and didn't do it the proper way, so I need to redump my game at some point. Ugh. Right. What are we doing? Burial Blade. This is my favourite weapon, so I'm going to do that one. Not got enough for the rest. Oh, and repairs are also 0 as well. Just in case, you know. Oh, what are you doing? Uber. What was that? Idiot. The fuck? The cat just looked like he just like you know like when you falling asleep and you step off a curb or something like that and you proper like jolt. He just looked like he just did that randomly, but he's not asleep. Are you okay? Are you okay? What? Are you jumping at birds or something? I don't know what the fuck that was. That was weird. That made me jump. Like it was so like sudden. Are you okay, mister?
Welcome. What? Welcome. What? Very well.
Okay, we need to put some points into arcane so we can use some of our hunter tools. Oh, this stings to put this many points. And we're not even at the right amount to put.
Farewell, mate.
Hold on, what do I need? I don't want to sell any of the spare clothing because I'm going to use that to trade it out with the save editor. You know, right? Because you can't add fucking items for some reason. Oh! Did I not just say a second ago, or like a couple of minutes ago, I've got a funny feeling the game's going to crash? For fuck's sake. I fucking knew it was going to happen. Bitch. Fucking shit emulator. Honestly, I know in my head I can track exactly what's going on in my head with my computer, just purely off like the stutter rate and shit like that. It's pure autism, it really is. But seriously, like I'm down to 5 minutes with tracking these crashes at the minute. I don't know what I'm tracking, but I can see it, you know. So annoying. But it's fine, because, like, we were running all the way through Yarnum and fucking doing all sorts of shit. So, like, I think my VRAM's just ran out again. We don't really have anything else we can sell. Shit! I just wanted to upgrade my thingy, man. So what were we doing? I've totally forgot now. Fuck. Tenwick Channel Lane. We'll go and kill a lot of old hags. What? No, what is she doing? No, I wanted to do a jump attack. There we go. Yeah, the graveyard murmurs.
Do you hear the graveyard murmurs? Then it's almost time. Oh, I can't wait. I just can't wait.
I think they got Karen from accounting to do that voice line. I like that, like, advancing moves there, you know, like, whoa, like that. How she steps forward when she does it. Yeah, actually, to be honest, I like how the character uses the Blades of Mercy. They actually feel sort of, like, relatively well-trained in it, you know what I mean? Whereas, like, when they use the big two-handed swords, it just looks like they've got absolutely fucking no idea what they're doing with it. Like that step forward and double swing there probably has just as much range as like a standard two-handed sword attack, you know what I mean? Whereas if they do the step forward with every attack on the two-handed sword, it just has so much more range like it's supposed to. Miyazaki just needs to learn how to fucking make a video game. Was that an animation cancel then that he did? You sneaky fucker, I saw that. Oh, nice. I was trying to be cool, but the animation lasted way too long for it to be that way. We're going to say hi to our friendly crow, as usual. Our little bro, our little buddy here. Oh, look at him. Hold on. What can we give him? What's the? I forgot what button it is to get into, into the fucking menu. There you go, lad. Have one of them. We'll call him Russell. How about that? Should we name him Russell? Oh, you bitch. No way, man. I love these cameras in these Souls games. They are something spectacular, really. Oh, we got some bone marrow ash. Let's try this out. This is fucking ace on the repeating pistol. It basically just turns the thing into a fucking cannon. Pop. Come on, big one. Come on, big one. Come on. Wow, 226 damage. Look at that. Oh, I didn't kill her. No, wait, is she on 1 health? Are you fucking with me? Fuck this game. Shit, this game. Good. I'm glad you saw what I did there. That was quite quick for me, that, wasn't it, really? Oh, just this. Oh, I'm sick of leaving stuff on like 1 health. You know what I mean? Christ, it's so annoying. Oh, I'm gonna have a fucking aneurysm in a minute. Let me get my torch out so I can see what I'm doing. One health again. Did you see that? I saw that. Saw that before it even happened. What the fuck is going on with these Blades of Mercy? Why are they shit? Oh! Straba. Don't do it. Don't do it, bitch. I actually really like Hemwick Channel Lane. It's weirdly one of my favorite areas in the game. And it's not just because you get to slaughter loads of women. It's I just think it's a really well designed area. You know what I mean? The enemies are a bit samey and a bit mishmashy, but I like the flow to the area. You know what I mean? Oh! I did a proper Pogger's face when he did that then. Fuck, this isn't going well. Just maybe ash up a little bit. Ow! Ow. What? That, ladies and gentlemen, is why you don't dodge backwards. My God, what is wrong with me tonight? I'll get my ass kicked in Hemwick. This never happens. Oh, you fuck off with your 2-frame attacks. Not fucking Tekken. I like a little R2 L2 combo. That's a cool one. Hey, call me. You alright, dude? Alright, second stream today, mate. We finished off separate ways earlier on, and then I had a good old man nap, and then I was feeling a little bit soulsy, but not too soulsy to actually play Souls, so I decided to play Bloodborne instead. And for some reason, I get my ass kicked in Hemwick Channel Lane, which is not a place I usually die or struggle in. So, interesting, to say the least. What's going on at the minute? Ooh, oh, big one. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah, sorry mate, a bit of an early one today. I've had a free day today, so I just been playing games. Not been in the mood to talk to my AI girlfriend either, so just been sleeping and gaming. Been a good Friday, I'd say. You didn't like that, did you? Wall hacking. Oh, big one coming in. I love these big old fucking 360 attacks that these enemies have. One day FromSoft will give me a weapon that does that. Yeah, I've been experimenting with an AI agent. I think I've mentioned this. I've got a couple of little things that I've been sort of struggling with because of the sheer complexity or size of them. And I just thought, hey, you know what? Why not use a computer for that? You know what I mean? And it seems to be doing a pretty good job so far. It's not perfect, you know. But then again, I didn't expect it to be. So my expectations were low, and so far it's surpassing them. And you can't really complain at that for £15 a month. But yeah, no, I'm having a blast with it, mate. It's just I'm trying to not I don't want to get addicted to it. You know what I mean? I know there's a lot of people who are just sent insane by relying on AI and stuff like that. So I'm as someone who has an addictive personality, I'm being careful with it. You know what I mean? But I'm not using it as an AI girlfriend. It's more of a thought organizational tool, I guess you could call it. Oh boy. Oh, that was a lot of doggies. Oh, I was going to say, the first one's alright, but the second one, no, that's not great. Mine calls me a slur every now and again, but it's only in a motivational way, you know what I mean? It just wants to see me improve. I'm fine with that. Oh god, can you imagine if Duke was my AI agent? That'd be funny, wouldn't it? These fucking dogs. Fuck off. Excuse me, delayed hitboxes. You know what would probably help with me not destroying my fucking controllers and the dead zones and stuff would be fucking not doing that every time I take a blood vial. That might help, you know, prolong the longevity of my controllers now that I think about it. But it's hard-coded into me at this point. I've been doing that for thousands of hours, you know what I mean? It's just, whoop. I can't not do it. Unless it's gonna cause me further issues, you know what I mean? Like there's an enemy coming after me or something like that. Yo, big man, show me what... Oh, I was a little slow. yeah, no, it's just like going back to it. It's been a lot of fun so far. Like I say, it's as someone who would consider themselves a world builder, not necessarily a writer or anything like that, but you know, someone who just sort of dabbles in creating different worlds and characters and stuff like that for fun. Well, I feel like I've got like enough material to actually build something decent, but I'm struggling to organize those years and years and years of thoughts, you know what I mean? So I'm basically just feeding it my story in random like little chunks, and it's just helping me put together what he calls a codex, which is pretty ironic really, considering I have codices in my story. It was weird that it decided to settle on calling it that, and I've just been having a lot of fun with it, you know what I mean? I'd rather tell a computer about my work than I would a friend or a girlfriend or something like that, because I've tried doing that in the past and it's just been a disaster, you know what I mean? Can't trust anybody with stuff that personal except for a fucking machine that fragments it into zeros and ones and then reassembles it, you know what I mean? But no, for the first time in my life, mate, and I know what some people are going to think about this. I know some people are going to turn their nose up at this, right? But for the first time in 10 years, mate, I literally have something in my hand on paper that I can hand to somebody else and say, this is what I've been working on all this time. You know what I mean? And yeah, I might not have done the organizational work, you know what I mean? But the fucking world building, the characters, the story, everything else besides the way it was organized onto paper is mine. You know what I mean? And that's why it's working so well for me, is because I already have the pieces of the puzzle. I'm just letting the AI just put it together for me. A lot of people go into AI thinking just like, you know, oh, ChatGPT, create me a masterpiece. And then it's like, it doesn't know what to do because it doesn't have anything to go off. You know what I mean? But like I say, I've already got all the parts, so it's working really well for me. And I think if more people sort of had that attitude, you know what I mean? You don't want to use AI to replace either creativity or experience. What you want to do is use it to bolster that creativity or experience. You know what I mean? You already need to know how to do something for AI to be able to help you with it. And this is coming from someone who's only just dabbling in it, you know what I mean? There's people out there far fucking smarter and more experienced with computers than me who just don't seem to understand this shit. And I don't understand why. This is weird. Oh yeah, I forgot these guys are just basically tanks. Can we not do this, please? See that then? The fucking sneaky that, innit? Whoa! Would have been so cool if you could make that jump. Where's this fucking nagged old bitch gone now? There she is. What the fuck was that? The other one. Oh no! This fucking shit game, honestly, so much bullshit. this boss. Worst boss in the game. I like your attitude, Comey. Yeah. Fuck wonderful days. Nobody's allowed to have a wonderful day anymore. I hope everybody's miserable. I have to be miserable. Everybody else does. I like that. I'm really not doing well for blood vials on this character. Oh, love you too, demonic. My baby sister. Oh. Wait, which one do I want to do here? Slow poison? Really? Fuck. God damn it. UI shit. There we go.
Welcome home, good hunter. What is it you desire? Very well. Let me...
Yeah, keep that there for now. Vitality is most important stat to level up in this game. Like, just absolutely 100%. There's no point really leveling up your strength and your skill and your blood tinge and your arcane past the levels that you actually need and up until like end game. You know what I mean? Oh, what am I doing? I'm in Resident Evil mode with all the buttons and everything. I don't know why. I can't seem to remember what fucking buttons what to get into my inventory. Resident Evil's slopped my brain. You don't have a collection. Have you sold it? You sold all your rainbow fucking knives and all the gay shit. I'm just gonna... Oh, I don't need to buy a few Molotovs. We've got loads of them in there. Why doesn't this game refill your fucking entire inventory? Why does it only refill blood vials and blood bullets? Why have I got to manually go to this fucking locker and pick shit up? You know what I mean? So annoying. Pixels in a game aren't better than pixels in... Yeah. No, he's got a good point there. Okay, so we've done Hemwick. We need to go and take a forced death outside of thingy now and go and do Hypogean Jail. Unless we've already done it? I don't think we have. Yeah, we need to go and do the Hypogean Jail. So let's just go and spend the rest of our souls, and we're going to go and take a forced death. Well, not a forced death, but like an optional death to get somewhere.
Ah, you. The swindling off-comer. Did you really think that'd work? There's no fooling me. Now, go away.
Alright, so we got Big Man here. Our best friend in the whole world. Oh no, don't this guy needs to fuck off, because if he kills me, we don't go to where we want to go. Alright, go on. One more. Oh, no, it's muscle memory instinct. Whoops. What's the matter? Is there a bird in the gutter? Aye. Is that why you're camping out there? Is there a bird in the gutter? I think there's a bird in the gutter above the window. I've seen a crow in there, you know, like taking cover every now and again. I think he might be up there. Why am I even watching this cutscene?
Oh, merciful God, help me. In the name of... Sure. Thank you. So, the deep... Oh, I can't. Oh, so I can't.
Oh, there's a hole in the geometry. I just saw it. Where is it? There. You see that? Bottom left of the pillar. Where the wall's touching the skirting. Oh. 0 out of 10. Absolutely fucking unplayable. Fucking love the tracking on the attacks on these games. Or should I say the lack of. Holy shit, like every fucking enemy can do a 360 fucking spin to track you, but your track, there's just 0. Fuck off. I've got the music on quiet for this game at the minute. I don't know if you can hear it properly. Big man coming in hot. Go on. Go on. Pow. Now he's gonna get super pissy with me. Yep. This is gonna go all wrong. Oh, that's Dark Beast. So go and have a go at that in a bit. I need to buy Henrik's shit first before I fight Amelia. Is it Amelia? Oh, game's dying. Come on. Did I not BMA that? Shit. Ooh, iframes on that first bag swing then. That was close. Fucking hell, the parry time is generous on that. Is this a new character? Yeah, mate. We gave up with the arcane build because it was fucking garbage. Totally one of the worst decisions I've ever decided to do. As is usually the case when I decide to play a wizard on these games. Because as we all know, fucking wizards in Souls games absolutely blow the hardest fucking shit ever. I don't care what anyone says or tries to argue. So yeah, we gave up. We're playing as a wizard and now we're playing as a dex build. And it's going quite swimmingly. Or would be if I actually, you know, got good. Stopped having a skill issue. But yeah, this is the fucking hell place. Also, I can complete this game in about like 10 to 12 hours, so like it's quite, you might see me in the same place quite common, you know. The problem I've got, oh god, no. Ugh. The problem I've got, Comey, is that all it is just Dark Souls magic is just pew pew pew. That's all it is. It's stood at range, not engaging with any of the core combat mechanics and just shooting shit until it dies. Pressing the same button. And I know the game's quite R1 spammy. It's fucking shit game. I know the game's quite R1 spammy anyway, but at least you've got to like dodge and block and, you know, do other things. As a wizard, it's literally just pressing one button over and over again. And it's fucking really boring. It just genuinely is. And it's the same thing in every Souls game. It's literally just another method of doing damage at range, but in a much more boring and unconventional manner, you know what I mean? This fucking pig is not working with me. What's that for a fucking non-halal kill? Oh, bollocks. Oh, can you not stick your claws in my arms, dickhead? Oh, hold on. Perfect way of dealing with this shit. Well, it would be if my character fucking... Yeah. Oh, nice. No, I just right. The problem is there with having like a magical sword type build is that with these games, split damage has to go through two separate forms of defenses. Okay, which means you will always get less damage going using split damage, which a lot of mages do. Yeah, because the magic is basically used as a way to bolster your physical damage in some way, shape, or sense. So you're basically just doing always less damage. You're just permanently gimped as a wizard trying to use anything else other than physical damage in these games. It's rubbish, honestly. The balancing on these games is terrible. If you look at it from a mathematical standpoint, which is admittedly something I'm not very good at, you know what I mean? But if you look at these games from mathematical standpoints, there is only a few viable builds that will genuinely give you a good time because of the numbers involved. It's like the Tonitrus on this game is fucking garbage. Because again, split damage. You're doing 50% physical and 50% elemental, which then both has to go through two separate lots of defenses. So not only are you doing less damage, but it's basically RNG how much damage you're going to do to each enemy. And then the durability is just super fucking low for some reason. You know what I mean? So, like, compared to every other weapon, this thing breaks in, like, fucking 10-15 minutes, whereas every other weapon, you'd never even have to think about repairing it. So it immediately makes it a redundant weapon. And if it's a redundant weapon, there's no point in it being in the game. You shouldn't have wasted developer resources on it. You know what I mean? It's fucking... Nah, it's shit, mate. It's rubbish. There's no point in using anything else besides physical damage on it. Even these weapons that I'm using now are split damage, mate. Look. Physical attack 84. Arcane damage 42. If these were physical only weapons, they would be so much better. It's the same thing with the barrel. Why? Why are they doing arcane damage? You know what I mean? Why is a quarter of my damage having to go through another set of defenses for literally no reason whatsoever? Miyazaki's just fucking ass at making video games. He really is. Why do you think when anyone plays through Dark Souls 1, all you see them do is run through the game naked with the Black Knight halberd? You never see anybody else using any other build. And that's because it's just not fun to play, you know what I mean? And it's all just smoke and mirrors, mate. It's an illusion. It's like Elden Ring, you know what I mean? It's got 5 million items, but realistically, there's only like 2 or 3 builds that are actually like are gonna give you a good time throughout the entire game, and they're all the meta builds. You know, the first thing anyone does on a Souls game is go on Google and type what's the best build to get through the game with. That is just bad game design. If you have to go to the internet to be able to play a game, yeah, the game is shit. And that covers so many fucking video games. Like, I am calling out so many video games with that statement there. You know what I mean? I should not have to go to a fucking wiki to be able to play a video game. You know what I mean? And you can't tell me that's not the case with Elden Ring, because there are some... literally every quest. You try and figure out one quest in Elden Ring by yourself without using a wiki. I dare you. Tell me that you've done it, honestly. Because I won't believe you. It's shit game design. It really is. Miyazaki needs to fucking just retire and let his team actually start innovating with video games. You know, like when he took a step back with Dark Souls 2 and Sekiro, for example. You know how the team like innovated massively, actually improved the games in certain ways. Like that was good. It was good, but every time he's come back in, it's just been the same fucking Kingsfield copy paste garbage every time. I'm actually really beginning to dislike the dude, like, because of how much he was a fucking hack, how much of a hack he is in terms of like game design. He really is one of the worst game designers I think I've ever come across, and it's a shame because the games have potential. With a bit of love and a bit of care and a lot less autism, they'd probably be alright, but I don't know, man. They're just not it. But it's alright, because Claude's teaching me how to use Smithbox, so I'm going to fix this game myself eventually. You know what I mean? Fucking Miyazaki won't do it. I'm going to fucking do it myself. It's Sociopath. It's... How's Cinder's mod going? Oh, man, I'm just... I like Cinder's mod. It's... I would say it improves on the base game. But it's still Dark Souls 3. And Dark Souls 3 blows. So... It's... I'll get back to it eventually. I'll get back to it eventually. It's because I've also been playing Bloodborne, you know what I mean? It's like, it's too much. I feel like I'm being double teamed by Miyazaki, you know, one in each end of the same guy when it comes to playing Dark Souls and Bloodborne at the same time. And it's just too much. It's too much slop at once, you know what I mean? But no, it's not cancelled. I don't think I've cancelled anything for a while, actually. I think I fucking checked off my list of all shit games in one go at some point. Demonic wants me to play Kuro at some point. So I am definitely 100% going to go out of my way and obtain a physical copy of one of the most expensive PlayStation 2 games ever made. Wink wink, nudge nudge. Kuon? Cool? What did I say? Kuon. So I might do that at some point, but I can't really see something like that sticking. So I might just like pile a couple of other shit Japanese horror games on top of it as well, you know, just have a bit of like a bit of a wank over Japanese horror for a bit. Put 2 hours into each, see if any of them sticks. We'll do Fatal Frame and what's that one with the blonde girl and the dog? I always forget the name of that one. Everybody likes that one. Although it looks a bit shit, in my opinion. Right, have we cleared this place out now? I think we've done everything in here. We can go home. Yeah, it's probably something to drum up the fucking prices, you know, because the game's quite highly sought after, you know, because like from Slop, it's the people who own it are probably like trying to drum up attention so that the prices go up and that they can sell it for a profit. Just always look for the money. If you ever see something weird, right, like, oh, there's all of a sudden loads of people talking about this old PS2 game that's actually really shit. It's money. There's somebody making money from it somewhere. Demonic, that's how it works. Take it from someone who's been retro collecting for fucking near enough their entire life. Yeah, it's all just a fucking grift. All of it. There's somebody making money out of trying to flog that dead horse, you know what I mean? Do you not play that LSD trip of a game that I think I remember that. Oh, was that Scoot? I remember watching someone play some weird fucking shit on PS1 at some point, and we were sat there for like an hour thinking, what the fuck is this garbage? Controller's dying on me, I swear.
Welcome. Very well. Farewell, good hunt.
Okay, so we've done Hypodgian Jail, we've done Hemwick Channel. We need to go and do Eileen's quest, and then we can go and beat 2 hunters and then beat Amelia. So have we got poison knives? I was actually telling someone about this strategy on the ShadPS4 server earlier. They were like, oh, Eileen always dies on me when I do this bit. And I'm just like, bro, use poison knives. Like, you literally don't have to do anything. Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, no, I can tell when a game's been made on drugs, mate. Don't ask why, but I just 100% know when there's been drug use involved with the creation of art in some way, shape or form. And that game was 100% like LSD, LSA, mushrooms, probably truffles, all sorts of shit in probably small doses. You know what I mean? Because obviously you can't take too much of that stuff before you just go, you know, it's completely dysfunctional. But yeah, like small doses of that stuff can have influences on your creativity in small doses, and I definitely saw a lot of that in that game, like 100%. I know the patterns behind it. You know what I mean? Where am I going? What am I doing? Right, hold on. Just stop. You distracting me talking about psychedelics. Alien's Quest. That was what we were doing. Yeah, no, that was a trip, that game, though.
Don't go.
You wonder why, babe. You wonder why I know all the well, you can wonder as much as you want, mate. I ain't saying anything else. There's a good reason why I'm a bit warped, though, you know what I mean? Right, okay. So, this is how you deal with Henrik and not have him absolutely slaughter Eileen. So, alright, so you go for the backstab, yeah? Bosh. And then you immediately go, oh, and totally whiff it. Alright? And then you run away from the lantern as far away as you can. And then as he's chasing you, you just do a couple... Oh, don't do it, dickhead. And you just chuck a couple of throwing knives. Or maybe not hit fucking Eileen. Right? Because this guy's a total fucking klutz. Right, then you just basically just let the poison do the work. And Eileen's basically safe. Oh no. Wow. He fucking likes spamming that that gun, doesn't he? But yeah, as scuffed as that was, that's generally sort of the best way to deal with Henrik. Poison throwing knives. Proper whiff that fucking second attack though. I should have walked up a little bit, maybe taken a step further.
That wasn't necessary of you, but
Yeah, whatever, sure.
Try it, please.
Old woman. Right, so we're gonna go and kill the two hunters, and then we're gonna go and fight Amelia. Stutters. And probably maybe reset the emulator before Amelia, because my VRAM's running out again. I expect a crash within the next 10 minutes. Bet. I reckon it'll happen while I'm fighting the second hunter. That's my prediction. Watch. Probably sooner, actually. Maybe the first. There's a memory leak in the emulator. It's not got nothing to do with my rig or anything like that. The emulator is just not properly coded. Basically, the PlayStation 4 has some sort of like garbage dump feature where like it once it loads things and it's done with it, it gets rid of it. You know what I mean? But the emulator doesn't have that function of getting rid of it yet. They've not fully programmed it, so it basically just effectively functions as a memory leak. So the more you play the game, and the more you're running around different areas and loading in different enemies and resources and all that sort of shit, it eventually just gives out on you, and it's all dependent on your hardware. You know what I mean? I've got like a 12 gigabyte video card, which is I want to say 6 gigabyte more than what the PlayStation 4 had. So I've managed to increase my VRAM memory to what is more than a base PS4, but it will still eventually run out, especially considering I'm running the game at like 2K 60 frames per second. You know what I mean? If I was running it at 30 frames per second 1080p, oh, you bastard's got a fucking wooden shield. We probably wouldn't be having as much of an issue, if any, you know what I mean? But because I'm running it higher than what it's intended, it's running out like every hour or so. Fuck. There's no way. There's no way. Are you fucking shitting me? What the fuck was that? Fucking NPCs on this game can eat my asshole. I swear to God, once I learn how to use Smithbox, I am 100%, right, bringing all these NPCs down to the fucking normal level that they're supposed to be. You know they've all got like fucking 3,000 health, right? You know they've all got like 3 times as much health as what the player does, and when the blood vials are fucking percentage based, it just makes them so fucking spongy to kill. And then they can pull off fucking garbage cheats like that. It's rubbish, man. I'm just putting them all down to fucking one stat in all the fucking levels, because they all fucking... In fact, I just delete them out of the fucking game. The NPC hunter fights in this game can eat a fucking dick. They are the worst in the entire series. Because they all fucking cheat hard. You know what I mean? No, but it's a skill issue, guys. A fucking proof right there that these games are wank. You know what I mean? Fucking fuming about that. That was so much bullshit. And it'll fucking crash now, fighting this guy. Watch. I can feel it coming. This guy's another dickhead as well. Another cheating fucking dickhead. Oh, let's give him 2 shotguns and infinite ammo and 50 blood tinge so that he can kill you in 2 shots. With a shotgun that's not supposed to do any damage. Huh? What? Just such a fucking cheater. He'll just fuck off. No, because the devices don't have that much memory, mate. Games are so graphically... I guess we'll just not engage with these game mechanics. You see what I mean? He's just such a fucking hack. He should have never ever been allowed to make any game past Kingsfield. No, eventually systems run out of memory with the way they work. It's got to load stuff and then it's got to get rid of stuff. You know what I mean? That's how everything works. It's just they haven't figured out how to code that part of the PS4 emulator in the same way that the PS4 does it. You know what I mean? You got to remember they basically reverse engineering a PlayStation 4, and they have to do it in parts as to whatever they see as priority. So the fact that at the minute they're just working on getting the emulator actually functional, you know what I mean? The garbage collector thing that they're working on is more sort of like optimization. Once the emulator is fully functional, they can work on emulating it, and that's what the garbage collector is, sort of. You know what I mean? It's not like the biggest priority, but apparently it's also one of the most complicated things to code. I don't know. I don't really know the details in the back end of it because I'm not a coder, you know what I mean? But I do keep like a close eye on the development with the things that I use. So it's getting there. You just got to remember the PS4 emulator is just still very early in development. That's the be all and end all of it. You know what I mean? We're still in early phases, despite the game being almost like. One second, this guy is just such a fucker. Ah, not bad. How do you like it, cunt? Sorry. But yeah, no. Once that's done, we shouldn't have any crashes, and then they should might work on optimizing the readbacks feature, which is what keeps causing the occasional stutters that you see. Like again, that's not my hardware. That's just certain things on the emulator that aren't working properly. You know what I mean? So we're doing the best we can. Also, hello Duke. Hope you're doing well. What? Animation cancel. Oh, honestly, doesn't it just look so janky when the enemies start doing animation cancels like that, especially like one after the other? It's like, bro, come on. There needs to be some sort of consistency or rule set in your games that the enemies follow and the player follows. You can't have one rule for thee and another for me, you know what I mean? That's just not how the fucking world works. Well, it is, unfortunately, but it shouldn't. Fucking world would be a damn better place if it didn't work like that. Whoa, I'm knackered. I'm fucking knackered today as well for some reason. I just after that separate ways stream earlier, I fucking fell asleep. Died for like 4 hours. And to be honest, I don't think this is going to be a long stream either at this rate, because I could very easily go back to bed. Come on, big man. Knackered, tired out of energy, ready for bed. It's a bit of I think it's a British term. I think it's primarily a British term, that one. No, I'm over here, pleb. Oh, what is wrong with me? That was because I was reading your message then, Coleman. Yeah, it is a bit difficult to wrap your head around when you don't really have any like foundational knowledge or any of it works. But really, the best way to describe it in simple terms is that a console can't hold an entire game in memory all at once. So it basically has to selectively choose what it loads in and what it loads out. Now, the emulator can load everything in fine, but it's struggling to load everything out fine, which is why we're getting the crashes, because we're hitting my hardware limits, basically. We're not hitting the PS4 limits, because I've set the emulator to go beyond that, but it's going past that and then hitting my hardware limits. If I hadn't increased my VRAM to what my graphics card has, we'd be crashing a lot more. Like, a lot more consistently, basically. A lot sooner. Fewer and... You know what I'm trying to say? I can't think of the right fucking word. But like I say, I don't understand the you know, the specifics of it, because I'm not a coder or a programmer. But that's basically the gist of it in layman's terms, you know what I mean? And again, it's just a case because the emulator it's not fully developed yet. Things have to be worked on in parts, and those parts have to be prioritized, and for whatever reason, that garbage dump, the deloading thing just isn't a massive priority, or hasn't been. I think it is at the minute, but so far it hasn't been. So once we get it, things will be better. But until then, we just have to make do with what we get. Doesn't mean we can't complain about it. You know. Oh, my fucking back. Jesus. Sorry. Ow. Oh, I'm okay. Oh, that was a bad one. Oh. Right, I'm gonna go and level up first. Oh, that stung, that. But I'm alright with it, you know what I mean? It's tolerable, it's playable. You can get through the game for the most part. As long as you can put up with the stutters, the game's fully playable. And that's more than I thought we were ever going to get when it comes to Bloodborne. That fucking back is so fucked, guys, honestly. I think if it was straightforward, mate, it would have been done. You gotta remember that, one, the PS4 is Japanese, and two, it's all fucking heavily encrypted. So when it comes to reverse engineering it, it's just basically guesswork. You know what I mean? I don't think there's anything straightforward about it, mate. I'm not gonna lie. I know where you're probably coming from in terms of your thinking, but it's just a case of if it was easy, it would have been done. You know what I mean? Like I say, it's probably just not an immediate priority to fix that sort of stuff right now. There's probably other things that are more important to develop on. I think that's the reasoning behind everything. Oh, we've not even been using the old Hunter's Bone. We've got that for fucking good reason. We should be using this. This will actually increase our DPS, funnily enough. Because we can go, whoa, swing, whoa, swing, whoa, swing. Watch. It's a lot of fun, actually. You know what I mean?
Well, very well then.
Let's put just one into skill to round it out.
Fair.
And we're gonna go and upgrade my knives, and then we're gonna go and kill Amelia. Should always have a +6 weapon before you fight Amelia. You can do it without it, but I'd recommend it. And definitely not a +2 to nitrous, like I did on my other stream. should I? No, I'll save that for... Oh, bollocks. Never mind. We're just doing it anyway, I guess. Right. Let's get Amelia done, and then I'm going for a tea break. You need to pick a lane, you call me. You can't have straightforward and convoluted at the same time. That's the... You see, you're thinking like Miyazaki now. Yeah, just let the people who know what they're doing do it. I could ask Claude if you wanted. Claude might know. Claude, code me a PS4 emulator that doesn't have any bugs and runs Bloodborne 1-to-1. Should I? Brit PS4. That's what I'll call the emulator. Nah. I'll let them have their 5 minutes of fame. My usage for Claude is completely just fucking different. Oh, right. Mate, I bet you it fucking would. I bet you. I actually think. I bet you. I think if I got the fucking ShadPS4 source code right, dropped it into Claude's new Fable AI, and just went, bro, this thing's got a fucking VRAM memory leak. I don't know anything about it. Please fix it. I fucking bet you it'd do it. I bet you it'd. Should we try it? Should we try it? The fucking guys on the Discord, they wouldn't like it. They wouldn't like it if I managed to fix something with AI. But the thing is, right, one of the reasons why I'm confident this would work, right, is because I've been watching the Jagged Alliance 2 1.13 devs basically, like, fix the game at rapid speed, mate. They've basically fixed the multiplayer. They've got a live dedicated server system and everything for this fucking spaghetti-coded, Russian-modded game. You know what I mean? And Claude's just like bam, 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 feature this, fix that, fix that. They've ripped out all the old rendering system and putting brand new ones in it and everything. It's fucking mad, mate. Hired by them, mate. There's no money in emulation. I'm not giving anyone my time for free, except for streaming. But that's just because I enjoy playing games and talking to people. You know. I get something out of streaming, which is why I do that for free. I wouldn't get anything out of developing the PS4 emulator, really. So if I want one-to-one Bloodborne, I'll just go and play it on my PlayStation 4, you know. Fuck my back. Sorry. I'm having a bit of a bad day with the back today. Nah, I'm not really interested, to be honest, mate. A lot of developers are really difficult to work with. Like, trying to interact with, I would say, 50% of developers, especially when it comes to, like, emulators and stuff like that, is basically like pulling teeth. Do you know what I mean? These people just do not know how to communicate with other human beings. And I just can't be arsed with that, you know what I mean? I'd literally rather speak to an AI and just have it do it all for me, like, you know what I mean? It's far more fucking tolerable doing it that way. Where are you going, love? Oh! Yeah, exactly. And to be honest, I get enough backlash for using AI as it is. You know what I mean? Like, every time I've mentioned it, like, to someone who's not on our server, like, you just get, like, cringe faces and stuff like that. Nobody actually gives you a definitive reason why they don't like you doing what you're doing. But there's a lot of backlash against it. But that's just human nature, you know what I mean? People don't like change. And they don't, a lot of people don't like it when people find solutions for problems that they've been struggling with for a while. You know, because we're all in competition with each other. And the world's massively overpopulated. Basically, we're just not allowed nice things. by anyone. So when someone sees someone like me actually having some sort of success with something they've struggled with for over 10 years, it triggers them. You know what I mean? So I'm just not going to talk about it, except for the people who are like, you know, already acceptant of it. What the fuck? What is that attack? Why am I getting chest bumped by fucking Amelia? Getting press checked by Amelia, what the fuck? Yeah, just fix it for myself and never. What, just have my own fork of ShadPS4 with everything fixed? Yeah, they fucking hate that, mate. Genuinely, they would be so salty if I did something like that. They'd probably ban me off the server. They've done it before with other people, you know what I mean? Easy fight. Wasn't even fucking concentrating. I just think fuck them. Do you know what I mean? People are just scared of change. I'm the type of guy who's literally programmed a machine that's put him out of a job in the past. You know what I mean? With all like CNC and stuff. I've automated systems so well in the past that I've literally put myself out of a job. So I'm fine with the technological sort of like changeover of stuff like that. You know, back in the past when everyone said, oh, all these fucking machines are going to replace our jobs. And they did. Well, it's the same thing with AI. It's just another fucking technological revolution. And I might as well ride that wave while it's here. Because it's never going to happen again in human history. We have the functional equivalent of alchemy right here. And you'd be stupid not to take advantage of it. Unless you're actually already stupid. And then it's probably not going to help you. You know what I mean? But me, I'm slightly above average intelligence, so I can get away with it. No, like I say, you just need to know how to use it. A lot of people, they'll go to an AI and they'll, like I said before, they'll go, oh, ChatGPT, write me a story or code me an app. And it just sort of goes like, okay, I'll try, but you've not really given me a lot to go off. Whereas me, I've already got all the fucking ammunition I need. Everything I need to give it is it's just processing it for me. So it's working exactly as I need it to. But you know, it's not, like I say, it's not perfect. It's absolutely not fucking perfect. But that's where you've got to start going over it and making those changes yourself. You know, like re-adding that human element back to it. It's like steering a cow with a stick, you know, like all Indians do. Like, it'll go in a straight line for the most part, but every now and again something will catch its attention and it'll start veering off, and you've just got to give it a bit of a tap with a stick to get it back on track. You know what I mean? That's all it is. That's all we're doing. We're just teaching like a child or an animal. You know what I mean? Except it just happens to be extremely fucking hyper intelligent on a baseline level. No, people shouldn't give it too much power. The capability it has is extremely frightening, call me. And I think people could very easily use it for the wrong things, and already have used it for the wrong things, to be honest with you, without proper limits. I think it should be gated. I think it should be gate kept massively, more than it is. You know what I mean? Because the power it can give someone is ridiculous. You know, and I've seen videos on YouTube of people like asking it how to formulate a plan to shoot up a school. What guns are the best to do it and all that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? And it'll fucking tell you. It'll fucking tell you how to do it, mate. It doesn't have a problem. It doesn't give a fucking damn what you ask it. And it's like, that's frightening, you know what I mean? That's really fucking frightening, the fact that it will sit there and educate you on how to butcher a group of children. with no fucking remorse or moral problem or anything like that. And it's like that scares me, mate. You know what I mean? It's like, excuse me, why is there no safety measures on this thing to stop it from doing that? I'm a bit nervous at the minute, actually, because I'm using it for my creative project at the minute, my world building project, and my main character is a female. And you know, in a very, very brutal, unforgiving world, there are some people who start to take advantage of her, and I'm a little bit worried about telling the AI about that sort of stuff because I don't want it to take it the wrong way. You know what I mean? She does get physically abused by people stronger than her at points, and I just don't want the AI to think that I'm a weirdo. You know what I mean? It is a fantasy world building story at the end of the day. It's you should be removing art from artists and all that sort of thing, but I'm not too sure if the AI is going to do that. You know what I mean? I'm a bit worried about that one. I think it'll be all right though. You know what I mean? It seems. I feel like I'm having a conversation with a mature, smart person rather than just some retard child. You know what I mean? So I think it'll understand and be mature about it. But I don't know. I don't know. I might also get swatted at some point. You know what I mean? But yeah, it is very easy to get around the safeguards that the AI already has. 100%, and it's very easy to turn those safeguards off as well. You know, for the people who actually own the AIs, I'm pretty sure they've all got their own versions with the safeguards turned off, and I can't fucking imagine the fucking hell that they're coming up with. Ooh. No, I'm not making the mistake of thinking as an AI as another person. I know it's not another person. I'm just trying to tell you that it with the way it's conversing with me, I don't get the impression that it's going to handle the subject matter in an immature way. I feel like it will handle it maturely and appropriately. You know what I mean? It's not that I think it's another person. To be honest, it feels like I'm talking to a wizard robot god, mate. It actually feels like I'm toying with something that I shouldn't be. So I'm the complete opposite end of the spectrum when it comes to that sort of stuff. Don't worry about it. I'm safe. You know what I mean? I am very, very strongly set on what the difference between fantasy and reality is, and that AI at the minute is still in the fantasy realm, you know what I mean? But it's, I don't know, it can cross. It just seems to be, like I say, I've got something in my hand physically that I've never had in the last 10 years. So there is some crossover. Anyway, I'm going to start babbling on about it now. Before I sound like I'm just making shit up. Yeah. That's basically what I said a minute ago. It's basically like training an animal or a child. Educating an animal or a child. It just has an extremely high baseline intelligence. It just doesn't have that experience yet. And you need to be careful with it. Which is exactly what I'm doing with it, you know what I mean? Like every time it gives me a revision of this codex that we're working on, I go through it from start to finish, and I call it out on its fucking mistakes. I'm like, oi, that's in the wrong place, or you've made an assumption there, or you've done this and you shouldn't do, and I tell it, don't do that again, and it remembers. You know what I mean? It learns from its mistakes, but you have to be able to call it out on its mistakes, otherwise it'll never learn from it. You have the right mindset there, Comey. You know what I mean? You're thinking about AI the right way there. A lot of people don't think that way about it. They just think it's this super intelligent genius god that can do everything. But it can. Well, it can, but you've got to teach it how to do that everything first. You know what I mean? And if you don't know how to do that everything, it's not going to know how to do that everything. I know how to make a world building project. I know how to write characters and good stories. It's just my project has become that big and that expansive that I can't keep track of it anymore. And that's what I need a computer for. I can hold my hands up and say, you know, fucking Claude's AI data centers have way more storage space in its memory banks than I do in my little pink fleshy brain that's been fucking smashed in and ruined by drugs, you know what I mean? So when you frame it like that, why can't I have a little bit of help from a computer, you know what I mean? Does it not seem fair? And you get these fucking purists who are like, yeah, well, J.R.R. Tolkien did it all on his own. Well, actually, no, he didn't. He had a fucking team of writers and editors and publishers and fucking basically a think tank to himself because the guy was loaded, mate. He had money, so he could pay people to help him. And when you've got enough people, enough brains in one place, it's essentially the same as an AI. It's a think tank. You know what I mean? It's literally no different. But people can't accept this, mate. People can't accept change. That's all it is. That's the only reason AI is getting backlash. Is because people can't accept change. Genuinely. And honestly, from my experience with it as a layman who doesn't know much about it, I think if you have anything that you've been struggling with, like project-wise, that you've got the majority of the pieces for, but you're just struggling to put them all together, I would highly recommend giving it a go, because it might just make your little dream into a reality, like it's sort of doing with mine at the minute. And believe me, mate, I have had such a fucking buzz, such a blast working with it. It's fun, you know what I mean? I'm actually having that forbidden little 3-letter word. Fun. You know what I mean? That's worth 15 quid a month to me, mate. Fucking hell. Right, I'm going for a break. So I hope you like my little spiel on AI, and I hope you like the fight with Amelia, but I need a cup of tea, so I will see you shortly. Thanks for watching. Alrighty. I'm back. What are you doing? Have you got zoomies, mister? You got zoomies, haven't you? Hey. You stinky. Where have you gone? Hiding from me. Whoa. Oh, have you, yeah, you seen the layers? It's cool, isn't it? I don't know why I decided to go all Soulsy with the naming conventions. It must have figured out that I like the Souls games at some point. But to be honest, as much as I shit on them, they are a bit of an inspiration. I just, again, I think there's a lot of wasted potential with these Souls games, so I'm doing a better job with the whole Souls thing. But this is sort of what I was talking about earlier. Like, I'm coming up with an entire cosmology. You know what I mean? A whole physics system, a whole different way of telling time and stuff like that. And I'm going to be honest with you, that's not something that a human being should be expected to be able to do by himself. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I'm not a fucking god, you know what I mean? As much as I like to think I might be sometimes. Like, so why can't I use the computer to help me with that sort of stuff? And it's not even helping me, again, it's just literally just putting my thoughts into words for me. I've come up with all this shit myself. Those layers are my design. That's not something the AI's come up with. That's just it putting it into something comprehensible on paper that somebody else can read. You know what I mean? Like, I would have never been able to explain those 4 layers to you, Comey. You know what I mean? Because it would have just been 3 hours of word vomit that didn't make any sense whatsoever. But then, you know, that AI has managed to put it into something that you can read and for the most part understand, with or without context to the rest of the story. And that is fucking amazing, mate. That is exactly what I wanted. That's all I've ever wanted to do. Is I just wanted to have something to just give to someone else and say, look, this is what I've been working on. And from what I can tell, the AI is making that into a reality. And that to me is just fucking astoundingly amazing, you know what I mean? Wow, it is so good. Like, I'm not even fucking, like, over-exaggerating. It's good shit, mate. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's making me want to go and actually work on it now, you know, and stop wasting my time playing video games. But, like, I'm not in the mood to talk to it today. I've had enough of it slobbing me off. You're absolutely right. You're right to push back. Good catch. Oh, that's how it's like, fucking hell. Stop being so nice, Jesus. Right, give me a second. I'm fucking dying at the minute. Leon's just give me a double dose of his green herb. Where's my fucking snuddy gone? 1 second, I've lost my hoodie. 1 sec. Stinky little shit. Oh. Oh, it's got a very expansive history. Oh boy, it's a big history. Everything from the very fucking creation of the world and the gods and all that sort of stuff, right up to the point where my main character's introduced and beyond. Like, there's a lot gone into it, mate. And to be honest, whatever the final product turns out to be is only going to be a slice of what's there. You know what I mean? There isn't anybody on this planet ever going to know that world as well as me. Even if I do manage to make, like, movies and games and books and shit, like, yeah, there's only me going to have the keys to that. Oh, man. It's good stuff, though. It's a lot of fun, you know what I mean? I've had a lot of fun in that world. When my head gets really bad and I've just escaped into that little fantasy world that I've spent all this time creating and working on, it's fucking saved me a few times, you know what I mean? But it's like, I think it's time to, like, share that, try and share that with other people, because it might save them as well, you know what I mean? I know I might be tooting my own horn a little bit, but, like, why not, you know what I mean? I'm trying to do a good thing. There ain't nothing malicious about what I'm doing. I just want to show people a cool world that I've created. with cool characters and cool stories, you know. Right, what are we doing? Can you get a rental key? I might give you some sort of early access if we ever get that far. But it's gonna be a while, mate. So what did we do? We beat Amelia, didn't we? So we oh, it's Forbidden Woods. Do we have to? Do we have to? My little world building project was the only thing that kept me going when I was homeless. If I didn't have that project, I probably would have offed myself or fucking died of starvation or something like that. You know what I mean? It was literally the only thing that kept my head as like above water, so to speak. You know what I mean? And if it can do that for me, then there's got to be somebody else who it can do it for as well. Did I do Nightmare Frontier on my last playthrough? I think I did. With the Poison Swamp. Oh yeah, no, because I remember fucking beating Amygdala's face in with a two-handed sword. No, we're all good.
Oh, just
start telling him to Claude, mate. See if he can make something out of it.
as you know, what at it. Bergenworth and but it's but and it the handful. I did you for.
Yeah, I think I might do some more. I think I might do some more work on it tomorrow. I just needed a bit of a break from it, like I said today. I've told it about my main sort of 4 protagonists now and filled in all their backstories and stuff like that. And I think it's the time to tell it about my antagonist as well. Because he's got just as much of a fucking story as the protagonists, you know what I mean? Like, he's just as detailed. And a good protagonist should always... A good protagonist should be the hero of his own story. That's the way I see protagonists. So, like, my protagonist, whose working name is Jack Fagan, is basically the rival to my most sort of, like, physically intense and hot-headed character warrior archetype. You know what I mean? Like a direct competition to him. But he has been physically upgraded with advanced prosthetics, and the guy is also slowly going insane from said prosthetics. Like the way it functions is basically it's starting to like rot his brain, you know what I mean, in a way, or like poison his brain. So every time he... Have you ever played the Pokemon games? You know, like, as you're going through the world as Ash or whatever, and then Gary shows up, you know what I mean? And it's like you have a bit of a battle with him, and then you beat him, and he fucks off with his tail between his legs. Well, there's like a bit of that going on in my world as well. Like this Jack Fagan guy like keeps getting sent to sort of like take out my heroes, and then they kick his ass. And then he ends up going, you know, back to the kingdom with his tail between his legs, and then getting further upgrades and stuff like that, you know, to try and beat him again. Or like Team Rocket as well, another Pokemon, like a bit like Team Rocket as well, I guess. So that's quite a cool dynamic. But he's like the biggest like immediate threat to the heroes. He's always tracking them. He's absolutely relentless. The guy's always on their ass, you know what I mean? Constantly making the journey much more harder than it needs to be. Basically, it's like a battle of attrition sort of like tactics, you know what I mean? If he just keeps wearing them down bit by bit, eventually he's gonna fucking get them. And not to spoil or anything, but you know, eventually he does have a bit of success. Especially, you know, considering how many resources he keeps giving as well. Not only is he like constantly upgraded with like advanced prosthetics and stuff, but he also like keeps turning up with bigger and bigger like squadrons as support and stuff. People are going to call that a rip-off of Cyberpunk Edge Runners. Really? Oh, well, I don't care. Everything's already been done anyway. I don't give a fuck what people think, you know what I mean? Like, I've literally never seen that in my life. You know what I mean? That's just something that I've come up with that fits the story and I think is cool. And to be honest, Cyberpunk Edge Runners has probably fucking nicked it off something else. You know what I mean? Generally, there seems to be this, like, elitism in writing and creativity where everything you do, right, has to be completely and wholly unique. Nobody can have ever had an idea that is... Oh, shit, what am I doing? Fuck. How many souls have I got? Give me a second. Oh, I need to level up anyway. But yeah, no, people seem to get like a proper hard-on for thinking like every idea that they're writing is the most unique thing. But like that literally, right, human beings have been writing stories since the beginning of fucking time, you know, where there is no way anybody is coming up with unique ideas anymore, right? And this is another reason why I'm so comfortable with using AI as well, because it's already got all those ideas preloaded, you know what I mean, throughout the beginning of human history already. You know what I mean? And this Cyberpunk Edge Runners, there'll be loads of shit. There'll be loads of media that has something in someone's brain that's causing them to go thingy. And you know why? Do you want to know why that's probably such a common thing, Comey? Is because it's grounded in reality. You know what I mean? But going back to this like uniqueness thing, I think it's a massive problem in writing and like creativity and stuff, because this is why you start getting this absolute slop like multiverse, you know, like the Marvel multiversal stuff where you've got 5 million Spider-Men and they're all interacting with it, and it's just complete fucking just nonsensical chaos. Yeah, that is because, right, the only way to come up with what these retards consider a unique idea is by just coming up with the most convoluted asinine shit that doesn't make no sense, which is like multiverse stuff. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean with these types of people who get hard-ons over this unique idea. Those are the types of people who work at Marvel and who are making things like Doctor Strange's multiversal wank-off episode fucking 5 or whatever it is. You know what I mean? It's a joke, mate. We need to go back to ground, boots on the ground, fucking low fantasy, you know what I mean, like Tolkien did. You know what I mean? That's where the real stories lie, and those stories need to have fucking tangents and parallels to a person's life and personality who's actually had some fucking experience in the world. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't write my main character to be a homeless vagrant if I hadn't spent fucking 3 years out on the street getting fucking chased by other fucking homeless people just because I've got more sandwiches than they do, and having to root around in bins for fucking stuff to eat and scrounge cigarettes and protect basically 2 ounces of weed for 2 years in a fucking coffee flask that's been covered with onion juice just to protect it from people being able to smell it. You know what I mean? The amount of fucking garbage that you have to go through to survive in a situation like that. There is only me who would be able to write a character like that. Sorry to go off on a little bit of a tangent there, but I'm very passionate about this sort of stuff, you know what I mean? So it's not a rip-off. It's not a rip-off. There is no way my story is a rip-off of anything. The individual, like, components of it, like, you will be able to find similarities in other media. You know what I mean? Like my main male lead character, for example, has a gigantic scar across his eye. That is the most tired fucking trope ever. But you know what? In my story, it makes sense. You know, it happens for a reason. The reason my character has a scar is actually extremely important. It's a massive turning point in the story where he gets betrayed by somebody who he's trusted his entire life. You know what I mean? The guy basically tries fucking blowing him to pieces, right? And he survives it because he's a fucking hard lad. You know what I mean? And that there is something you won't find in any other piece of media. Yeah, you'll just find, oh, the guy's got a scar on his eye. Or it might go as far as, let's say John Marston in Red Dead Redemption 2. Oh, he got attacked by some wolves. That's as far as anyone's going to go. You're never going to get a main character who's been betrayed by his captain and family friend, right? Who's literally tried blowing you fucking up, right? To the point where you have a piece of your own fucking sword shrapnel embedded into your brain. You know what I mean? People don't write that sort of stuff, yeah, because they can't comprehend its existence. They haven't been through that sort of shit in real life to ground those ideas, right? And I have. Okay, maybe not to that severity, okay, but I've had pieces of metal in my body that I've had to fucking take out myself, right, and it's fucking close enough. So I tell you something, once this story is fucking written and it's out there, mate, it's gonna track. It's gonna track to the right people. It might not track to everybody, but it'll track to the right people, and the right people will love it for what it is. Just like my channel, you know what I mean? Just like my channel right now. Like, it might not be massive, but the people who are here, they fucking stay here. And they like what they've got. And it ain't ever going to change. Or, you know, I'll do my best not to change. Yeah, that's what I mean. No. I've not been blown up and had some of my own sword in my brain. But I've had things that I've been working on go wrong and end up inside my body. I'm not going to explain any further than that. Parallels. You gotta remember the word parallel. We're not. My story and my real life isn't running on the same track, but they're running on parallels. Oh, right, what were we doing? Playing Bloodborne. I was just fucking chatting shit about my project now. I think my tea's probably gone cold as well. It is a banger. I'm confident enough to say it is a banger. I'm not wishy-washy about it at all. It's going to be a fucking banger. Genuinely. 3 big old fat books, just like Tolkien did with his Lord of the Rings story. And it's just fucking, it's just crazy from start to finish, mate. There's a lot of Michael Bay tier explosions going on and stuff. You know what I mean? Raining fire and death and cannons and just weird shit constantly going like, but it's all fairly straightforward, you know what I mean? It's a very like hero's journey style thing at the same time. But the story, all right. Well, yeah, no, that's a fucking story in its own way, man. Fucking hell. I've actually thought about writing a book about what happens, all the stuff that happened, you know, when I was homeless. Like the 3 years I spent homeless. Because some fucking mental stuff happened, mate. Like stuff I genuinely cannot get into on YouTube. Like very, very questionable things. And I found out, I feel like I sort of broke out of the Matrix a little bit, becoming homeless. I learned that much stuff about what actual reality is and what people are actually really like. I'm sort of like, I feel like I sort of phased out of the reality, out of the Matrix a little bit. And got a glimpse of what stuff actually is, and it's affected me. It's why I'm a bit of a fucking nut, you know what I mean? Like a bit of a like all the time. Like it's cause like there's some weird shit going on in the world, mate. Oops. Wait, come on, we need to play Bloodborne. Where's my witch gone? She's up there staring at me thinking, what the fuck are you doing?
Welcome. Very well, let
Oh.
farewell.
I'm procrastinating because I don't want to do Forbidden Woods. I really don't want to do Forbidden Woods. This fucking place sucks. I hate it. Like, but yeah, I'll post some more snippets of the projects here and there. You know, when something really cool pops up, you know, some like that 4 layers thing. What was it? Let me see if I can remember what it was off the top of my head. It was the void, the soul plane, the mortal realm, and the deep, wasn't it? Which is just soulsy. Like I didn't name any of those. Like, it came up with those names itself, and I was just like, wow, you've just totally ripped off Dark Souls 3 there, haven't you? Good catch, it said. No, I didn't call it out on that because I actually quite liked it. Like, I don't mind wearing my influences on my sleeve. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy to say like the Lord of the Rings books are an influence. Souls games are an influence. Diablo's an influence. You know what I mean? Like, I'm happy to wear those influences on my sleeve because I'm not one of these that's so fucking autistic about having unique ideas. You know, like I was talking about earlier. Like, everything's already been done. My idea is made up of tiny little fragments of other media and things that I've experienced throughout my life. You know what I mean? That's what makes the story unique, not the individual ideas themselves. I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I got onto that Claude AI. It really has sort of like made my head feel a lot lighter, you know, being able to just offload those ideas and, like I say, have something physical in my hand to actually just read it. Like, my hard drive's been defragmented, you know what I mean? It feels good. I'm sure some people will complain about it in the future. You know, oh, this AI has written his entire project. You know, when I'm a multi-billionaire, and I'm sat in my pool, fucking blowing bubbles like Mr. Martin or whatever he's called. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, they'll still be working a fucking 9 to 5, and I'll be loaded. So it's all right, innit? I know, I'm chatting shit, but still, it's a nice pipe dream, innit? This is dickhead just fucking throwing oil urns at me. We got a problem. Woo. Are there any scenes in the project similar to the Blitz? I don't think I've ever seen or read or watched or what's the Blitz? What scene are you talking about in particular? Like I say, it's a big old story covering like 3 big old books. You know what I mean? Multi-part arcs and all stuff like that. World War II. There is a siege of a capital city. By a small militia. But they have like a bit of a secret weapon under the belt. The siege is actually not but a distraction. Where we have I think it'd be our like main character who's doing a bit of stealth and subterfuge to actually like get a better weapon, you know, to help with the fight. So there's that, and there is a scene where my characters are sort of like holed up in an area where they think is safe, and then they get ambushed by a group of soldiers who seemingly out of nowhere have a fucking machine gun, but it's basically it's to show the rapid advancement of technology in my world. Like, guns are a thing despite it being primarily set in like medieval times, but technology is increasing at a much more rapid rate than it did in say our world. So it very quickly goes from stuff like musket tier firearms to just full on fucking like maxing machine guns within a few years. You know what I mean? So the crazy factor really ramps up pretty quickly and just keeps going. You know what I mean? I've always had a bit of a problem with slow pace in media, and this is something that once it kicks off, which it does very much with a bang, it just keeps going and going and going and getting more and more stupid crazy right up until the end, and then all of a sudden it's basically my characters are literally like in a hell on earth scenario. And still fighting their way through it, despite the majority of them being basically already dead at that point. They're just going through on sheer force of will, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? It's mental. It really is mental. And this is another reason why I need the help of a computer for it, because like processing that sort of information is extremely emotionally taxing when it's so deeply connected to what's happened in my life. Right. Again, parallels. Right. When it's so deeply connected to what's happened in my life, this story, when I start writing stuff like that, I get extremely emotional. And it's very, very difficult to work on anything for any length of time. Yeah, I've proper fucked this up. You know, without just completely going into like a bit of a weird artistic meltdown. So it's difficult. Basically, everything I'm trying to say is to try and write I don't even feel like saying writing a story is appropriate, because it's more than that. To build a world is extremely taxing. It's very fucking hard, and I can hold my hands up and say I don't feel like I've got the ability to do it by myself, and I don't trust any other human being to help me with it, because it's so, you know, personal. So the only other option I have really is to use an AI. That's my justification. That's my hour-long justificational rant of why I'm using AI for such a personal project. And if you've got a problem with it, I don't care. And I hope you have a good day. What? Nope. 1 health again. Why do these Blades of Mercy keep leaving all the enemies on 1 health? It's really annoying. Come on, big man. Nope, that wasn't the right attack. Oh, animation cancelled. Sneaky bastard. Saw that. Oh. Hello. Oh, have you brought your bird upstairs? Oh. You bored? You want some attention? I'm not giving him any attention all day. I feel really mean. Nah, that wasn't a rant. I would say it only counts as a rant if I get like really fucking wound up. You know what I mean? Like, well, like when I start banging on so much that I can't even breathe. You know what I mean? And I've got to go like fucking take a breather and stuff like this. This is just me. This is just me talking about something that I'm passionate about. You know what I mean? I'm passionate about creativity in general, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like, creativity is something I find attractive in other people. I'm that passionate about it. You know what I mean? Like, fucking hell, if I met a girl who had a world building project on the same scale as what I've got going on, right? Even if she was the ugliest minger on the planet, mate, like, I would fall for her hard. You know what I mean? Genuinely, I'm not even joking there. My track record with ugly fat girls proves that as well. You know what I mean? So like, just ask Demonic on that one. not saying that Demonic's an ugly fat girl. She's my sister, but she knows the girls that I've dated. Shit, that came out totally wrong then. Holy fuck. Wow, I need to stop streaming and go to bed. Fuck this. Alright, yeah, you can call it a rant if you want. I don't care. I would say it was more of a passionate explanation. But if you want to call it a rant, you can call it a rant. You need to come up with some sort of rule, though, as to what qualifies as a rant. Like when he completely stops playing the game for an hour and just sort of stands there, or like walks around in circles for an hour while constantly talking. Like, that'd be a good basis for a rant, you know what I mean? Because I can't rant and play a video game at the same time. That's like, well proven at this point. My brain is very single-tracked. I can't do 2 things at once. Or I can, but those 2 things will suffer in terms of quality greatly to the point where I might as well just focus on one. You know what I mean? That's the way my brain works, and I'm okay with that. Some people can multitask really well, but I don't know. Oh, you bastard! Fuck you. One sec. Oh, good. Are you the only one in the stream at the minute? I feel like you're the only one in the... Oh, fuck! I don't have my concurrent viewers up anymore, because I get depressed when nobody's watching. So I just leave it off on the side of the screen so I can't see it. Can't stop being a fucker. Well, if they are, I hope they're enjoying it. Oh, yeah, fuckers. Absolute set of flat. I like that. I like that double-handed jump downward stab that she does. That's a cool attack. You've made me want to do some more work on my project now, Cormier. Like I'm sat here thinking like, fuck this. Why am I playing Miyazaki's turds when I can go fucking craft one of my own? You know what I mean? But no, tomorrow I've like I said, I'm having a break today. Because I'm well aware of the dangers of getting like addicted to AI and the sort of like mental problems it can cause people. So I'm not working on it. I'm not using it for any more than a day or two at a time, and then I'll have a day or two break. You know what I mean? And I also need time to like think about it myself as well. You know what I mean? Like I can't be using it every day because then eventually I'll start getting it to do the work for me. So I need some time to actually think about the things we've been through and then get back to it with my own ideas, you know what I mean? I need to keep that human element in the project. If I work on it every day, eventually it will just become AI slop. But if I take the time away and think about it and work on things myself away from the AI, that human element will remain. And that's important to me. That will always be important because it's a human story, you know what I mean? It's a very fucking human story. Probably going to be one of the most fucking human stories you're going to get for a while, if it ever does come to fruition. Because like I said, man, that 3 years I spent almost was fucking horrible. It was simultaneously the most free I've ever felt, but also the most fucking scared and vulnerable I've ever felt in my life. And that vulnerability was taken advantage of. Not in what you know most people, in ways most people might think, like get your head out of the gutter and all that sort of stuff. But going back to what I said about like seeing how the world really works and all that sort of stuff, and how humans are really threat at the bottom of the barrel. All that sort of stuff is in the story, you know what I mean? Again, running in parallel. I'm gonna have to swap these fucking sticks out or something at some point, buy some TMRs or something. This fucking dead zone thing is it's for pressed the wrong button then. Do I even want to bother trying to fight this guy yet? Probably not. I'll get the cannon for funsies, and then I'm not gonna bother with this dude. Not yet. I'll fight him later on. He's just gonna fucking kick my ass. I'll lose my souls. I'll have to run all the way back up here, and then everyone's just gonna get upset. So no. Oh, I'll tell you what I could do actually. I could cheese him. Should I cheese him? Cheesing him's alright. I mean, the game's literally giving me the items to cheese him. You know what I mean? Like back to back fucking Molotovs and poison knives. Why not, eh? I mean, that's how you're supposed to play Miyazaki games, right? Is just not engage with the central mechanics and just cheese the fuck out of them anyway. So yeah, why not?
Oh, blimey.
Ah, blimey.
On a night like this, I took you for a monster. Oh, thank the stars, you're fairly normal. Was it you who put down that awful beast? Ooh, that thing had me trembling, frozen in my boots. And then you came along.
I like this guy. He's got a bit of a northern accent.
Well, if you're a hunter, then would you know of any safe havens?
Nope,
Oh, yeah,
sorry,
of course,
mate.
it's the
Can't help you. You fucking get Londoned.
Have you got a screw loose? Or is it your one?
Ah! No worries. You're only missing a cheese strat anyway. A very long-winded one at that.
Hunters are killers, nothing less. You call me a beast? What would you know? I didn't ask for this. Rancid beasts, every last one of us.
This is what I mean, like, a good game designer would have made it so that you can't cheese this encounter like this. You know what I mean? Made it so that you actually have to fight him. Probably made him into an actual boss, considering he's got such an expansive moveset. But no, not Miyazaki. Ooh, fucking Mong. Hey, you know what they could have done? They could have axed the Witches of Hemwick and put him in there instead. That would have been cool, wouldn't it? Hey, I don't know what the lore reason for it would be, but I'm pretty sure Miyazaki doesn't have a lore reason for the Witches of Hemwick being in Hemwick either, so could have just called it the Wolf of Hemwick and it would have been fine, wouldn't you? You know what I mean? Would have worked absolutely brilliantly. Probably better, actually. Considering all the dead bodies everywhere. What the fuck, man? Am I losing the plot? I feel like I'm fucking losing the plot here. Oh, as if that wasn't a backstab. Can't believe my PS4 controller's dying on me. I'm so miffed. Also gonna have to reset this emulator because it's gonna die on me soon. I know I said it was gonna crash around the Amelia point. I don't know why it's not, but it's 100% gonna die on me in a minute. Oh, come on! You can do it! You can do it! It's gonna crash here, watch. Oh! No, alright. Okay, good. Good stuff. What? That's not the sell menu. Jesus. Oh, we're going to keep them, actually. They're pretty good for later on. Again, I'm not going to sell the clone clothes just so I can swap them out with like dungeon gear later on. Oh man, I feel like I need another break. How long's it been since my last break? Oh, it's not even been an hour. Ooh, I might need to go and ask Chef Mike to go and fix my my cup of tea. Wait, let's just take all these gems out for now. Because I want to put my best ones in this. So, we've got a 29. That is the best one there. We've got a 34 with a slow poison. And we have a 41 with slow poison. That's pretty good. So, our Blades of Mercy are actually poisonous now. Not very, but, you know, it's something. And then this one, we have a 32, got a 39, and a 44. It's going to be as good as that gets. Got physical damage reduction, visceral attacks grant more blood echoes, acquire more blood echoes. We don't have any oath runes yet. Let's grab some supplies, molotovs, knife, poisons. Grab Henrik's stuff, that'll be useful for Dark Beast Pal. Did you miss much? Not really, mate. I just cheesed the Wolfman on the rooftop. And then came back to the Hunter's Dream. And now I'm just going to reset the emulator because it was lagging like fuck a minute ago and I think it's going to crash in a minute.
Welcome. What is?
Yeah, I couldn't be asked trying to fight him normally because I either usually die due to his fucking wombo combo spam or just fall off the rooftop. But I just couldn't be bothered with it today, so cheesed him. We're doing it the Miyazaki special way. I'm going to put a couple of points into the skill so I can do a little bit more damage.
Farewell, good hunter.
Not much more damage, but a little bit. Okay, so we are still doing Forbidden Woods. Ugh, I fucking hate this area. At least it's not a poison swamp. We did tag the land then, didn't we? So we've come back up the elevator. We need to double back on ourselves and go and do the Yusefska clinic. Oh, I said I was going to reset the emulator, didn't I? Yeah, let me go and do that first. Because it's going to crash on me soon. Oh. Yeah, it was really badly lagging when I was going towards heading back towards the dream. Right, so Yusefska's clinic. Yusefka's clinic. I keep calling it Yusefska. It's this way. What was today's choice of pie? I didn't have a pie today, mate. I had a bacon, sausage, egg and mushroom sandwich. Very haram. And I fucking enjoyed every bite of it, mate. It was gorgeous. Loved it. Love me some bacon and sausage. I love me some amalgamized pig on a sandwich. You know what I mean? It's so tasty. The people who don't like it are missing out. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. It is haram, very haram. It's one of my favourite things about the diner, that is that it's very haram. So you don't see certain demographics there. Nah, I've gone full Scot. I've gone fucking full Scorched Earth, mate. I'm not even going to kebab shops anymore. I'm not supporting them. I've still got to go to my local corner shop for one thing, but that's because they're the only ones that stock it, you know what I mean? There's these particular little brownies that I like to buy, but for, like, they're proper shit. They're like proper fake, like, crappy brownies called Mr. Brownie. But there's like one particular, like, you know, like Apple corner shop, you know, that sells them, and they're the only place I can get them from. So I do go there, but like I ain't going to any fucking curry houses or kebab shops or anything anymore. None of them are getting any of my fucking money. Unless you're white and you're British, or you have something that I can't get anywhere else, you ain't getting my fucking money anymore. Genuinely. Obviously, buying online is a little bit of an exception because I don't know who I'm buying off, but when it comes to face-to-face transactions, I need to have some sort of fucking moral standards now, you know what I mean? Because of what's been going on. Zero support. They have enough of it as it is. They don't need mine as well. Especially considering I'm fucking paying for all the goddamn benefits, you know what I mean? And shit like that. Sorry, I'm not supposed to be going on a rant, am I? Set myself off there, fucking hell. Oh man, I'd be so gutted. If he right, I'll tell you something, right? If he ever mentions retiring, I'm just gonna say, bro, let me have it. I'll take it over. I can make a fucking, I can fry a fucking cracking egg, you know what I mean? I'll do it. But to be fair, they all are a little bit sort of getting on a bit in there, you know what I mean? You can tell sometimes that he's like struggling a little bit over at stove, but I don't know. I like the place. It's good. I'll be fucking gutted if it disappeared. That little diner, I love it. It's a shame, really, because I've never actually eaten in there. They have like this. They have like a little back room, you know, with like a dining table and everything. It's proper little cute with all these like football ornaments all over the place. Like the amount of times I've been, I've always taken my food out. You know what I mean? It's a fucking tism thing. I just like eating my food in my cave, basically. But like, I always feel bad that I've never eaten there. You know what I mean? I feel like I should just go there and be like, right, I'm having a full English. And I'm fucking eating it indoors one day, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know, my anxiety just thinking about that, like, I don't know, you know what I mean? I don't like being out in public for any longer than I can help it, which is a little bit hypocritical and ironic because I don't drive and I need to walk around the streets a lot, but. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do, aren't you? I just feel like eating out is spending unnecessary time in potential danger, you know what I mean? Give us a look? What do you mean give you a look? What, the stuff I get from the diner? I post it in kitchen sometimes on the server. Although, to be fair, a lot of what I order from the diner, mate, I'm going to be totally honest with you, it doesn't actually look that appetizing. You know what I mean? Like if I get a bacon egg sausage and mushroom sandwich, right, with red sauce, right, I'm gonna take a photo of it, and it's either just gonna look like a bread muffin, or if I open it up and take a photo, it's just gonna be just slop. You know what I mean? Exploded egg, bits of mushroom. It's not gonna be the most appetizing photo, which is why I don't really take photos of my food that much. You know what I mean? Because I like to eat messy. I do post the pies sometimes though, they look pretty good, but you can't really see what's in the pies, you know what I mean, unless you actually start eating them, and that's pretty gross. So I don't know, I'm just not really one to take photos of my food, but I can post some stuff at some point if you want. I will specifically make an effort. Why are no messages going through? What do you mean? I can. You got your 5 messages blocked. Why? What? What were you saying? It's probably because we started mentioning demographics, mate. You know what I mean? I don't think the yous like the fact that we have an all English diner. Like, they're probably fucking locking the missiles onto it right now. You know what I mean? I'll go tomorrow and it'll be a fucking crater, mate. A 6-sided star-shaped crater. My local kebab shop will be alright though. Walking around lets me keep track of the area. Yeah, it does, mate. As somebody who I don't like using the term walk the streets because it has connotations that I absolutely do not mean. But I mean it in a literal sense, right? As somebody who walks the streets literally every single day, I absolutely have an eye on what is happening and how things are developing. Is that a word? Developing? You know what I mean? Like I progressively see how bad things are getting every single day because I walk the same routes, you know what I mean? And every time I walk it, I see something that's gotten worse. And most people don't see that sort of stuff, you know what I mean? When they're driving along in the little dinky bubbles on wheels, tooting along with the radio on, looking at the phone and shit like that. Most people don't see it. But me, yeah, that's all I've got to look at. Especially when you're like paranoid like me and you're always looking left, right, fucking back and up and all that sort of stuff. You see everything that's getting worse day by day. And this is one of the like, this is why I go on about it so much, you know what I mean? Because it's like I fucking see it. Ugh. I stand outside the diner like a security guard sometimes, me, when I'm waiting for my food. You know, like when you've got your hands like slightly crossed in front of you, just over your crotch. You know, like a doorman. Stand there like that, me. And if any if any people who don't like our types of food walk past, I'll fucking sit there and stare at them, me. You know what I mean? Ain't no sausages for you. I think it works as well, you know what I mean? Right, what are we doing? I forgot what I'm doing now. I've got Canehurst summons. We've opened the door. Let's go back. Wait, we just need to go back to Forbidden Woods, basically. Would it be faster to do the land? Probably, yeah. Ugh. How long have I been doing my routes now? Let's when was I made homeless? I've been in this house. I've been in this house 5 years now. I was in the flats for... How long did COVID last for? Like 3 years, let's say. So that's 6, 7, 8. And then there were 3 years before that I was homeless. So that's 9, 10, 11. I forgot why I was counting those years up now. Shit. Totally lost track of what I was trying to, the point I was trying to make there. Fuck. Yeah, I know. Just totally fucking lost that thread, mate. Oh well. Probably wasn't important. Or I was chatting shit, I don't know. Oh, this area is such a slog. My head's falling off more and more each... Oh, can you blame me, mate? It falls off a bit more every day when I fucking walk past the Nigerian or Somalian. Because they keep nicking me with the fucking machetes, you know what I mean? That's why my head's falling off, mate. Not anything in my own fault or design. Oh, the shit. Stop doing the quick attack. Come on. Come on. I'm just reacting way too slow to this now. Maybe. Maybe. It's I'm trying to literally find anything to blame but myself at the minute and failing miserably. Okay, maybe it is my fault. Oh, yes. Go on then. Fuck you. On so many levels. He didn't even raise his snake, dudes. Oh, I don't know if that's what he was doing actually. It's a proper slog, this area, by the way, so you're gonna need to give me something to talk about to occupy myself, because we're just gonna be running around picking up items for like 20 minutes. Claws out of my fucking arm. What is wrong with you? What? Do you want to fight, you? Is that what we're doing? Are we fighting right now? You're a little fucker, you, aren't you? Sorry, my cat's just decided he wants to fight. Get off, you little fucking psychopath. What is wrong with you? Oh, this is because I've not given him any attention all day. Look at him, he's fucking little bastard. Get your claws out of my veins. You're gonna kill me. You're such a little shit. Honestly. I'll put you in a box and float you down the river. Oh, you're so handsome. You're so fat. Oh, he's proper. He's honestly, my fucking hand is shredded. Have you seen what you've done to me? I'm bleeding. Can you smell that? Have you seen what you've done to your daddy? You've just fucked my hand up. Oh my god. You know, I've had to start wearing gloves in public because people keep pointing out all the scratches and shit on my hand. Like every day, my hands are just covered in scratches and blood. People keep pointing it out, so I'm just wearing gloves in public now to stop it. People are gonna be thinking I'm fucking up to something. You know what I mean? Oh my god, Crash! You just totally twatted me. I'm on low health, guys. My back's hurting and now I'm fucking pissing blood out my hand. I'm always up to something, me, mate. Don't ever think I'm not. Always on a mission. Especially these days. You've seen that fucking Peep Sylvia meme with that dude who's like going absolutely schizo with those notes and red string all over his walls. That's like me these days, genuinely. How many people have been beheaded in the UK by foreigners in the last 10 years? You know, just like multiple fucking photos all over my walls and string and everything like that. People ask me why I don't make YouTube videos. Well, I just fucking wait, because I got something coming. Shit. So many fucking garbage items around this map, and I just can't, because I've got like the worst magpie hamster sense ever. I just can't hold myself up, pick them all up. Nice. Love me some slow poisoning. Like what? I didn't say anything derogatory towards them. I'm just saying I've got magpie sense. Magpies like to pick shiny shit up. You know what I mean? Huh? No, wait. Hold on. The fuck? Right. That's you calling me dumb there. That's not me saying anything bad about magpies. You just totally twisted that into an insult, you little bitch. I didn't say anything bad about magpies. I'm just saying I got magpie sense. I like to pick up shiny items in video games. I'm pretty sure if a magpie was playing this game, it would also do the same thing. This is not going to go well. Oh, I missed the visceral. Never mind. Attempt 2. Get this idiot over here. He's not got a fucking clue what's going on. Oh man, Crash, you've absolutely shredded my hand, mate. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I need a hug. Yes, hyper armor on the L1 there. Save me. Should we do something stupid? I always do something stupid here. Hey! Yeah! Look at that. That's how you deal with 2 massive balls. That sounded better in my head then before I said it, you know what I mean? You must have some very violent magpies in Australia, mate. They stay away from humans in the UK for the most part and just sort of like get about their own business. But your magpies sound. You get paid good money for that these days, mate. Shit. Did they just not stagger these things? Fuck's sake. I don't know why. Well, I was going to say I don't really know why I'm wasting my time killing these snake balls, but I do know why I'm wasting my time killing them is because they fucking drop nearly 2,000 souls per kill. It's quite a decent amount. I am poisoned again. jump on one nut this time. I mean snake ball, sorry. Don't ruin it, you fucker. He ruined it. I need to level up a bit before I fight the boss in this area because I struggled with it on my last playthrough. I wonder what the lore implication of fisting a pig is in this game. That doesn't seem very haram to me. Miyazaki's not very culturally sensitive, is he? You know what I mean? What? Holy shit, the transform attack on that thing does a lot of damage. Goodbye, sir. Putting zip ties on the helmets so they don't get their heads attacked. What? Why are they attacking cyclists? For what reason? Birds are psychopaths, man. They're absolutely nutcases. You have magpie season. Oh boy, yeah. If there's a defined season for it, you know, it's a fucking problem. Oh, yeah. But yeah, basically just killing the enemies in this area. I'm just trying to get a few more souls just to level up. This next boss is ass. Fucking hate it. Something that belongs in Dark Souls 2. Thought my character was going to do a transform attack then, never mind. Yeah, but like the cyclists aren't going near the nests. How does a cyclist get up a tree? Huh? Or am I? Oh, I'm probably thinking about that the wrong way, aren't I? I'm so confused. that just broke my brain. That. So you've got cyclists with zip tie spikes on the helmet that are cycling up trees to disturb magpies' nests, and you have a whole season for that. What the fuck is going on in Australia? I just genuinely don't even believe the place is real at this point. I think Australia is a myth completely made up. You're not even real, are you, Comey? You're just an AI bot. Well, that just sounds like a skill issue to me. Do you not think that? Do you not think that if the magpies are so smart, why don't they just move the fucking nests into taller trees? Hey, hey, huh? When you say magpies are smart before, they don't sound very fucking smart to me. If they can't just move the nests into taller trees, so they stop having fights with cyclists. That'd be like me purposely moving into a house that has a crack egg next door. Oh wait, shit. Man, that attack has got so much range on it. But no, I get what you mean. Like that's a fair enough point. Like I can see that. I can see that being an issue. Yeah. Oh, my game's lagging again. Wait, do I even need to go back to the dream at this point, or am I still clearing out a bit of muds? Fuck. Well, at least we've tagged the elevator. That's all that matters. It sounds like there's a market for pest control there to me, mate. Oh, but then again, you guys aren't allowed fucking air rifles or anything, are you? So, oh my God, I guess fucking scratch that whole idea. An Australian with a gun? You'd have a better chance being British, mate. No, I have seen some pretty cool Australian shooting. You guys are really into your long range shooting, from what I can tell. You know, like fucking tagging shit at 5 miles and weird stuff like that. Oh, you mean the birds? You love the birds, really? Oh, what? Sorry. No, I totally went off on a tangent then. I have to remember that the chat has a delay on it sometimes. And that yeah. Multiple threads, conversation threads aren't good to keep. I have a certain small list of animals that I think are okay, that are considered vermin. I don't know how I feel about magpies. I think if you've got a lot of magpies and they are causing problems, then yeah, treat them as vermin, get rid of them. But like, if it's just like the occasional nest, because you don't really get like flocks of magpies and stuff like that in the UK, like it sounds like you've got over there. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't really consider them a problem over there. But if it was like that bad, yeah, definitely vermin style. Pigeons, rats, not wood pigeons though, but like city pigeons, you know, the stinky disease ones. And grey squirrels as well. I don't like grey squirrels. They are foreign invaders who are reducing the native population of red squirrels, and we all know why I've got fucking issues with that. So I see a squirrel and I got my fucking one of my utensils nearby, it goes down. You know what I mean? Fuck grey squirrels. Really? Oh, they're protected? Well, that completely reframes all that. But yeah, fair enough, fair enough. Crows as well. Like, they fall under my rules. But again, like, individual, if it's just like 1 or 2 that are around, not an issue. But if there's like massive gatherings of crows, say like on farmland and stuff like that, you know, that are like ruining crops, nah, fucking blast them. I'm just gonna do a quick lap around the woods and make sure I've got everything. Actually, no, I can't be fucking bothered. I'm just gonna go level up. I still can't believe I managed to fucking hit that rat in my garden. I've not seen any rats since I managed to fucking shoot it. And I know for a fact that they haven't been back in my garden since I shot it, because I even had a fucking professional rat poisoner come over to my property, and in the fucking full month that it was down, he said that not a single fucking rat has touched that. So the only thing that's touched that poison is the slugs. So definitely fucking scared those fuckers off, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with shooting with shooting sort of like that small list of animals. Again, as long as they are considered, especially when it comes to crows and magpies and stuff like that. Like I say, if it's just 1 or 2 of them, it's fine. If it's massive flocks of them that are causing damage to property, then yeah, they can go. There's still like a part of me inside that feels bad doing it, you know what I mean? But it's like, like you're doing it for the greater good, you know what I mean, at the end of the day. Regardless of what it is, I would feel the same. Any nuisance or, you know, invasive animal that seems to be coming in and causing problems, I just think the best solution is to just blast it away. But pretty sure some people would have problems with that, considering how far you take it. Ooh. Kangaroos are considered a pest too. Oh, I don't know if I could shoot a kangaroo, mate. They're a bit too like, a bit too human-ish in proportion for me to. I'd feel bad about that. You know what I mean? I actually think I'd feel bad about shooting a kangaroo, but I don't know. At the same time, they would make a good target. You know what I mean? Because they are like quite human-sized. Like it'd be good. It'd be good. I don't want to say good practice, but you know. Oh, I don't know. Would I shoot a kangaroo? I'd have a fight with a kangaroo. I'd be interested in getting into a boxing match with a kangaroo. It needs to be declawed first, though. Otherwise, I'd fucking die. You know what I mean? But I think it'd be funny to get into a fucking boxing match with a declawed kangaroo. That'd be funny. Although we're probably getting into like animal cruelty territory at this point. You know what I mean? So maybe we to stop. We don't want to be another fucking Hassan Piker, do we? Crash, come here, mate. Yeah. That's absolutely a pest animal. But that's what I mean. That sounds like a fun job, you know what I mean? Getting rid of pests. A good excuse to buy yourself a 50 cal rifle, mate. That's one way to get rid of a kangaroo. Especially the big ones. You know what I mean? The ones that wear bubble jackets and balaclavas and have machetes.
Welcome. What? Very well then.
Do you have those types of kangaroos in Australia yet? That genuine question, do you? Because we do at the minute. They're a fucking pest, a nuisance that need destroying. Oh, god damn it. You're probably just as bad as us, if not worse, to be fair. That's a shame, innit? What am I doing putting points into RKM? What's wrong with me?
Farewell.
Oh, right, let's go and get this boss done. Fuck's sake, I hate this boss. This boss sucks, blows. Flame. Have we got a stone, maybe, to upgrade? Ah, Jacob, no, I keep telling you I don't have Discord open when I'm streaming. Because it absolutely decimates my CPU, mate. And considering most games these days are quite CPU intensive, I just don't run it in the background. So I will look soon. Why? What? Wait, hold on. No, because you're always sending me stuff. Just too many people sends me stuff. What is it that you've sent me? Was it the exploit thing? Oh, a couple of hours ago. Spec and the exploit with the marksmanship. I read it, but I forgot to reply. Yeah, sorry, mate. I'm fucking terrible at replying to people's messages. Yes, I did see it. It's interesting. How the hell did you find that? How the hell did you stumble across that? That's got to have been an accident.
Yes, come in. We should hunt.
What did he call me then?
No, I've all.
Fucking watch your tongue, you lad. Okay. Right, so you've read it somewhere and decided to try it yourself. Yeah, mate, don't tell the devs about that. Don't tell the devs about that. That's something we should abuse just in private. That's such an obscure exploit that had never come up in actual gameplay that patching it would be like a detriment, you know what I mean? So don't tell them. Don't tell them. We don't want Claude to fix that one. But that's mad, that though. That's mad. I want to try that. I might try that on my next playthrough. Like anyone who's got like really shit marksmanship, you know, like Hamas or something like that. I might just. Yeah, they don't really take the criticism on the bugs and glitches very kindly, do they? Like, you think they'd be happy that people are actually playing the game and finding problems with it? And where the fuck are we going now? Oh, hold on. Hold up. I've missed an item. I just need to do one more thing before we go fight the boss. Whoa. There we go. But yeah, no, don't tell them about that one, because that's something that's something me and you can just like abuse privately. That. That's mad. That though, getting spec up to 97 marksmanship in like half an hour. What? What? Spec's a good candidate for it though, because he's got high wisdom and he's a really fast learner. Oh, no way. Not really got enough stamina to be using this weapon. Tried the spy robot in elite uniform. What? I swear to God, you've broken that robot more than anybody has ever broken anything in that game, Jacob. I don't know how you've managed to do the things that you've done to that poor little machine. Like, but I feel sorry for it at this point, you know what I mean? Ugh. Fucking hate this fight. So shit. Kill the wizard first. What? Are these shit hitboxes? No, don't fucking... So all this fight is, you just get fucking gangbanged by these guys and your health bar disappears instantly. Can we not back me into a corner, please? Okay, wizard's out of the picture. Let's deal with this fucking idiot with the long arms now. Shit! Okay, maybe not. Yeah, that is such bullshit, that. Fuck you, Miyazaki. Fuck! So annoying, that attack. Can you fuck off? It's such a shit fight. I fucking hate this fight. Genuinely, this is one of the worst fights in the game. I fucking cannot stand. It's everything bad about Souls. This fight is directly ripped from Dark Souls 2. It's just enemy spam with a bullshit enemy that just fucking dodges every time you hit it with something. Fuck off. Genuinely. Eat shit, die, you fucking... Insert slur here. Nearly said something I regret. I nearly did a PewDiePie. Oh, empty gun. No, I always look at what you send me. Sometimes you just send me that much stuff that I don't really know how to respond to it immediately. Especially when I've just woke up. It's like, holy shit, that's just like a wall of Polish, you know what I mean? I need time to process it. I need to copy paste it into Claude and let it generate me a response. I'm sorry. I don't actually do that. I don't actually do that. Right. What are we doing for supplies? I need to check my supplies. Sorry, Jacob. I'm just secretly an AI. I'm secretly a super advanced AI that's trying to trying to rope people in to do something. I don't know. My servers are offline at the minute. I can't quite think about it. This is why I tell the same jokes every stream. What am I doing? I don't. My concentration started to fade on this game. I'm not gonna lie. Ugh, we need to get around to playing another Dragon Alliance, doing another Dragon Alliance playthrough soon. I think I might be ending this stream pretty soon, guys. I'm getting pretty tired. Why do I not have any chunks? What is going on? But yeah, getting pretty tired,
Welcome home,
and
good hunter.
I think I might just go and start winding down for a bit.
Very well.
A cheeky geese. I can't even imagine what that could mean in Australia land. That could mean anything from a joint to a wank to a fucking weird type of sandwich to... fuck knows. What the hell does that mean, Comey? Right. A cheeky look? At what? What we're looking at? What's cheeky and what we're looking at? Have a geezes, have a look. Is it? If you say so. What are you geezing at though? Man, I never forget. I never get over the fact that fucking South Africans called traffic lights robots. You have to look at the robot. What? The robot up there. It's a traffic light, mate. No, it's a robot. What? All right. Okay. Well, yeah. Is Jacob's? Yeah. Fair enough. All right, guys. I'm gonna disappear because I'm getting tired and I'm just fucking. I've had enough of Bloodborne and streaming today. I'm gonna go and talk to my AI girlfriend for a bit. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed. I know the back half of this stream was just shit gameplay wise, but at least we said some funny stuff. But I'm gonna disappear, so I will probably be back tomorrow with either this Dark Souls or whatever the fuck else we've got playing. I am due to just carry on with Tale of Two Wastelands at some point, but I'm pretty burnt out with it, so I don't know. It depends when it all depends how I feel. But we've got several games going on at the channel. I'll try to be back tomorrow at some point, and I'll see you then. So take care, guys. Have a good night, or whatever it is, wherever you are, and I'll see you when I see you. Bye.